there, this is Shauna, and I am 14 days post-surgery for a complete and total shoulder replacement for my right shoulder. I had complete bone-on-bone and my joint degenerated over the past 4 years. I'm 33 years old, and I am putting together videos that hopefully will help someone out there who's contemplating a decision about shoulder replacement surgery, or who's going to be going in for shoulder replacement quite soon, and isn't quite sure what to expect. So I'm putting together different sorts of videos, and today's video is different tips for useful things that helped me during surgery in the hospital, and then during my recovery time once I got home. Sort of a bit of a top 10 practical item list here. So I hope this is useful for you. The first couple of items I have are in regards to icing the shoulder. You're going to be using a lot of these in the hospital. They'll be providing you with these in the hospital, and I recommend that you pick up 4 of these and put in your freezer so that they're ready for when you return home. You can pick these up in pretty much any pharmacy, grocery store. They're the blue gel packs. They're really easy to find. And in addition to that, I recommend picking up 2 bags of frozen peas that you can rotate in and out of your freezer as well. And so what I would do with this is I'd lie on my back or sort of in a half recline, and I would place a towel, a folded towel under my elbow just to prop my arm a little bit, and then sort of in that gap that runs, down your tricep and your shoulder area, I would place a bag of frozen peas, sort of in like that, and then on top of the actual shoulder, I would place a frozen gel bag. These are fairly light, so they're comfortable to lie on top of the incision area. The frozen bags of peas are too heavy, and I would just place these into a pillow bag so that it wasn't so cold, so a little bit more comfortable, and I would ice constantly. So whether or not I was in the hospital or once I got home in that first week, particularly the first few days in the hospital, I was literally icing 24/7, and I really think it really helped in terms of the pain management and keeping inflammation down, and was a big factor, I believe, in my healing process as well. So other items that were of help to me would be sleeveless types of clothing items. I'm wearing here right now just a cheap $10 bathing suit cover-up that I picked up at Walmart. I got a bunch of them actually in different colors. I've been living in these, particularly in that first week when it's a bit of a sensitive area, so it's difficult to get dressed and to put any kind of pressure on this area, even though for me the pain was actually quite minimal. And then any kind of tops that, for example, I found this one also at Walmart that have buttons on the shoulder, so I could keep the buttons done up here and then undo the buttons and then do it up under the shoulder that was operated on. And this was actually the shirt that I brought with me to leave the hospital in, and it worked excellent. And then in addition to that, any kind of pull-up pants like yoga pants, jogging pants, anything that doesn't require the use of 2 arms to pull together your pants and button them up. That's really useful as well. And then if you're a male or if you're of a larger size, anything really baggy, such as a big baggy robe or larger than usual t-shirts or tank tops, anything that's going to make your first week a little bit more comfortable. Another item that was useful for me is my hair tends to get quite oily, and it's going to be difficult to wash your hair that first week. You can't shower for the first few weeks anyways, unless you put saran wrap and waterproof tape over top, but in my case I chose to do baths, and then after about a week I was comfortably able to wash my hair in the kitchen sink. And so I just picked up a hat. I wore the sleeve in the hospitals as well. When you're kind of all oily and just feeling a little bit yucky, it just, I don't know, makes you feel a little bit better. And just further to that as well, I highly recommend that even when you're feeling lethargic following surgery, once you've left the hospital, that you take the time to get up every morning, change into something fresh, give yourself a wipe down with a wet cloth, brush your teeth. It's amazing how much better you feel, and I really think this also helps aid in the healing process as well. Another few items that were really useful would be multivitamin, which I started taking as well following surgery. I picked up daily packets, 1 per day, and it's a powder form, and I just find I absorb it a little bit better rather than the tablets. And then in addition to that, a great product called Traumeel, which came at the recommendation of a naturopathic doctor. I've done research on this online as well. You might want to look into it. It's a German product. It's won all sorts of awards, and it's for muscle pain, injuries, and inflammation. And it's spelled Traumeel. I just picked it up at a local pharmacy just on the shelf. You didn't need a prescription or anything, so really easy to find. Who knows if this helped me in any way, but I mean, I healed up excellent. Everything has been going so well that perhaps it was a factor, perhaps it wasn't, but I decided to take it. And another item that was really useful as well was a probiotic. You can pick these probiotics up in the refrigerator section of any health food store, and they are basically like an acidophilus, a friendly good bacteria for your colon, and it helps restore the balance in your digestive tract and aid in a strong and healthy immune system and overall balance in the body. Because the thing is, when you're taking heavy antibiotics during surgery and following surgery, this kills actually the intestinal friendly bacteria balance in your body. So this helps restore that. So I recommend picking that up. Always talk to your doctor though. This isn't any type of medical or health advice. These are just things that help me, but always consult with your doctor before taking any sorts of products. Additional items I found were useful were a recliner chair. Many people have these. In my case, I didn't, so I went out and rented one. You can locate them pretty much at any furniture rental store. You can rent them for $70 to $100 a month typically, at least in Canada. That's the going price for a recliner. It was really useful for me in about the first week because it was difficult for me to fully lie on my back and sleep. So I slept about the first week or two. I started transitioning to a normal bed in about week 2. And so I really recommend renting one for about the first couple of weeks to a month, if possible, if you don't have one. Something else that was useful too was a small little desktop fan like this, pick up for $20 at a hardware store. And I brought this into the hospital with me. The nurses didn't mind at all. I like the white noise sound in the background anyways, but this just helped out sort of muffling out some of the background noise in the evenings in the hospital. Even whether or not you have a private room, semi-private, or you're in the ward, it just helps muffle out sort of the busyness that's going on. Sometimes it's very quiet, but sometimes there's different things taking place, so it will help aid in a bit better of a sleep. And we're almost done here. Another item that was very helpful is just a blanket, whether it's your favorite blanket from when you're a kid or a blanket you pick up prior to surgery. There's something about a comfort in a blanket, some emotional and psychological comfort. And you know, you'll also use it just to sort of prop up your head when you're lying on your back in the hospital bed. And overall, I just found this a very useful item to have it with me at all times. So that is pretty much it. So the ice gel packs, I recommend picking up 4 of them, 2 frozen bags of peas, a recliner chair if possible, sleeveless tops, big baggy clothing including pull-up pants, towel to prop up your arm, multivitamin, Traumeel, an acidophilus probiotic type mix, a fan, blanket, a ball cap. So these were all very useful, and I hope they're helpful for you as well, and all the best in your shoulder replacement surgery.